Hey yo, this is another episode of the Steven from the Old Time Podcast. Listen to my dad, he's awesome.
I feel like all my days are just spent on podcasting. Tuesday podcast, Wednesday podcast, Thursday podcast, Friday podcast. Now welcome to the new episode of Steven from the All Time Podcast. I am your host, the Ayatollah of Hip Hop, the whole damn show, and the Rated R podcaster. My co-host this evening with the Expos jersey.
What's up, representing? It's Milenko. You already know. I love Montreal. I love the Canadians, like Steven says. And yeah, another good game last week. And yeah, that's it. The Blue Jays down. I'm still with my Expos till I die, bro. Till I fucking die. I'm never gonna rep the Blue Jays. Thank you.
I'm actually very happy the Blue Jays lost because nothing makes me more happier than seeing a team lose in the finals in their hometown.
Yeah, hurtful.
And back at it with us again, we have...
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's the overlooked, underbooked, the Drew McIntyre of podcasting, the greatest there is, the greatest there was, and the greatest there ever will be, Derek Alltime.
Speaking of the greatest there was, the greatest there is, and the greatest there ever will be, Bret Hart is actually going to be in town doing a signing and telling stories. And he's going to be, you know where he's going to be?
In town, we're talking about like our town, Montreal.
Yeah, he is going to be at the Leonardo da Vinci Center in St. Leonard.
Get the hell out of here. Right behind my house. When is this?
It's on Sunday.
Is it?
Yeah, November 9th. Well, we're in the future
Derek,
when this comes out.
You need to go. You have no choice.
It's literally like a 5-minute walk.
You have no choice.
Yeah.
If I could, you know what? I'll bring my all-time podcast T-shirt and I'll get that signed.
No, I don't want any Bret Hart signatures on any.
I don't care what you want. It's my shirt. You know what? Just for that, I'll wait for Sami Zayn to do a thing, and I'll tell him to sign it for Steven, my biggest fan.
Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah, that would be the greatest autograph of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I just noticed also now, since you're speaking about this before we move on, is you literally are using two mics at the same time.
I am not. So the mic on this is closed and it's just the mic from this recording. Because my old headset that had no mic broke.
Yeah.
So,
and
gaming headsets.
He's been doing that for like 4 episodes.
Yeah. I just have to hide it. Like if I had it in my hair, like you barely noticed.
Yo, that's so funny.
Derek, how are the Baltimore Ravens doing?
To be perfectly honest, I haven't watched a single game of football all season. I do keep up with the news. They are back on a slight winning streak, 3-5, I believe, which is still in competition for the AFC North. Listen, football is one of those volatile things of 1 year you can absolutely suck, and then the next year you could be on top of the world. If we look at the teams that are on top right now, we look at the Patriots, we look at the Colts, teams that for a few years have been struggling and like it's been really tough. Now they're pretty much on top of the NFL. Is it through lack of opposition? Maybe. Is it the luck of the schedule? Maybe. There's also that. The competition is harder at the top, and the more you finish high up on the ranking, the tougher the competition. So we'll see. It's still we're halfway there, so figure it out for the rest.
Malenko, the Bears, not bad, huh?
Dude, did you see that game versus the Bengals? Probably the best game of the year. Holy shit. The Bears can do everything. They can be the worst team, the best team you've never seen. It's incredible.
In the same season, you basically just said they could be the shittiest team and it could be the best team.
It's the same thing with the Bengals. Ironically enough, it's the same thing with the Bengals. The Bengals with Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow can put like 450 yards and like 5 touchdowns on you, and then the next week he could get sacked 12 times and tear every fucking muscle in his body.
Yeah. The Bears offense is so ridiculous, man. So ridiculous. It's all young dudes. I can't wait to see them in 2-3 seasons what they're gonna do next. But and those calls, they playing some weird fucking reverse plays, and no, it's fun to watch. It's really fun to watch.
And we're not gonna get into the conversation about my fake Colts. We'll talk on week 12.
Well,
let's get into everything that's been coming out from every single genre of music that we all love. There's been a lot of music, boys. A lot of music to the point where I think I say this every episode. I can't keep up with it, and I find it overwhelming. Just a couple of new releases that we're gonna get into before we get into the 3 albums that we're gonna be reviewing this evening. We got the Acacia Strain. You Are Safe from God Here. I sent those albums to both of you actually. We're gonna be talking about an album in the next couple of minutes. But these guys are in kind of the same vein as that. Very hardcore, metalcore, thrash metal. They have so much infused metal into their sound. And they haven't put out an album in 5 years. And I was actually really surprised that they put out an album and they sound the best I've ever heard them sound on this record, man. It's a really good record for the people out here that love metal music, that love hardcore. This is something for you to sink your teeth in. This is a really good record. Malenko, Montreal's own Mike Shab, put out another project.
Fucking banger of an album too.
Fight the Power. Mike Shab's on a roll this year, whether it's for production or whether it's for putting out projects, man. He's really, really representing Montreal. And for the people that are in the States that are watching us, or Europe or anywhere else in the world, Montreal, man, this year is really shining. And Mike Shab is at the forefront of that with Slick Jack, with Nicholas Craven, with Vincent Price. They're doing such an amazing job. What do you think, Malenko, of the album?
Fucking good. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's probably one of them. I've been listening to that album. Is in my 3. I have 3 album rotation right now, and it is one of them.
It sounds very different from his last project. I find he's experimenting a lot more with the instrumentation, and also
I think it's less experimentative than the other ones. I think
really,
this is way more boom bappy.
But his voice, he's
still doing the Redman reference. He's like a trap rapper rapping on underground beats.
Well,
so it's all about flossing. It's all about.
Well, you said boom bap. You said that it's more boom bap. I find his flow on here is a lot more of that trap influence on that type of sound.
Yeah, I love Crickets. When Crickets released as a single, I knew this is gonna be a banger, and I love pretty much all the songs on there. There's no skip for me on this album. I'm telling you. Thank is fun. Look at this guy, dude. He has like drum and bass. He has a drum and bass section and a hip hop underground hip hop album. Like Mike Shab, I think in this underground thing, he has the best mind for the beats, and he goes to anyone else.
Vic Spencer even said it, huh? Like he makes those beats that nobody wants to rap on.
He has a drum and bass. He has a drum and bass section. There's the ad lib when it starts. It's like, what the fuck? It's like a fucking Batman song. I fucking love it. I love it.
We have Dun Dealey from Feed the Family. Feed the Family's been on a tear this year with albums. Put out Cortina. Really great project. There's not more than I could say about that. That's an album that I want to review in the next couple of weeks.
When you talk about Feed the Family, I become violent for a reason.
Why?
I don't know. I fucking Feed the Family, I kind of want to smack someone when you mention Feed the Family.
The thing is, shouts out to Feed the Family. Sheikh Hanif, who gave us a solid post.
So nice to meet him, bro.
Oh,
so
man.
Nice to meet him.
Solid post event interview. But Feed the Family are on. Like I said, they're on a tear this year. But
Yep.
when I'm talking about guys that are putting out quality albums, you have Top Hooter that put out 2 projects this year. Hooter Hyena, which was an immaculate album produced by Michelangelo. You got the Sheikh Hanif album, which we reviewed on here, which is just keeps getting better and better with every listen. And you have Done Dealing with Cortina, and this is a project that everybody needs to listen to.
Yeah.
And then there's Boyer Rock, who's maybe put out 4 or 5 projects this year.
Yep.
And look, these guys are doing an amazing job. Amazing job of putting the underground on the map. We see them out in Europe. We see them out everywhere. Just pushing the brand forward, pushing their music forward. They're people that are setting a stamp. They're setting a standard in hip hop, and they're doing a really great job with it because you got to take their music seriously.
Yep.
And this is a project that people need to go listen to. Malenko, you told me to listen to. I didn't even know this was out. Alchemist and Hit Boy, Goldfish.
Oh my god, such a good album too. Alchemist rapping his ass off. Beats are fucking crazy good.
Yeah,
Beats are crazy good. But Hit Boy rapping his ass off too. Like the back and forth they have is fine. Made right out the intro, I was hooked. I knew it. Conway got a verse that's destroying everything.
I texted you when I heard the Conway joint, and is it me or is it Conway just always sounds so great?
Yep.
He's always sounding so great. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Groupie Love, Doing My Best, Business Merger. Show Me. The whole intro for me is fire. Fire, fire, fire. Ricky. Yeah, I love that album too. Man, so many beats.
Yeah. And Derek's favorite, West Side Gun, with with He'll Have Eyes 3. Malenko, I texted you and I said, I want to review it. And you said, no, we said we're never reviewing a West Side Gun album ever again on this pod.
No, I know. I listened to it and again, it's the same thing that I can't review it. I'm sorry, guys. When you're never going to get another review of West Side Gun from me. I'm totally biased. This is the third one he does. It's exactly the same as all his other albums. Everything. And I fucking love it. But it's exactly everything he does. There's nothing changed. There's skits about wrestling. They too long, way too long. There is skits about like some crack people talking, some addicts talking way too long. I still listen to it. Like classic. It's still classic.
Malenko, what's your favorite restaurant that you like to go to?
Restaurant?
Yeah.
You come, I don't know. I like Satay Brothers. I went last week.
Okay, so Satay Brothers, right? You go to Satay Brothers, you have your favorite meal at that restaurant, right?
Yeah.
You're always gonna eat it.
Papaya salad.
It's always amazing, right?
Oof, yeah.
Like I like to go to Casual Spot and have the chicken wings. I get 34 chicken wings, and to me, that's amazing. Mm-hmm. West Side Gun music is exactly like that.
Exactly that.
Your favorite restaurant, your favorite meal, and you're always gonna have that.
Like the same thing.
Always gonna be amazing.
All gonna love it. Yeah. The waitress or the waiter's gonna change week to week sometimes, so that's gonna help the experience less, but it's still the same.
Yeah.
That's exactly West Side Gun.
And that's basically every review.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically.
I can't say nothing much. Yeah, I can't say nothing.
There's no negativity in it. I just like going to that restaurant because it makes me happy. It's comfort. Yeah. Like I could listen to that album all day and not have one negative thing to say about it.
But I listen to his projects and it makes me go to the older projects. So
always.
All the time. So there you go. That's my review for West Side Gun. There you go.
And we're gonna move on. But every time I listen to West Side Gun, I'm like, if this human being,
I'm gonna clip it. Attends, Milenko, clip this because next album I'm just gonna take this clip and re-put it on.
Every West Side Gun. If this human being did not exist, we probably wouldn't be doing this this podcast. There you
No,
go.
and okay, whatever. Let's not get in that conversation. Let's go.
And Malenko, the floor is yours because we have a new album by again Montreal's own Despised icon.
Oh my God, 7th career album, and 7th career album has been. Last time they had an album, it was 5 years ago. Yeah, so it's amazing. This album, Shadow Work,
Love
by
the title.
the boys. Not just the title. I think this is the best cover I've seen all year.
Oh my
All
God,
music,
it's so good.
It's so good. I mean, it's like an old painting of a body in that burgundy corpse color. Like he's crowning himself with the rest of his jaw. It's fucking crazy. What can I say, dude? I was waiting for this album since the singles come out. I went listen to the singles over and over again. The album comes out. I listen to this shit 8 in the morning, full blast, because I always listen to music full blast in my ears. The worst thing, but all the time full blast. And I was wondering, I was always trying to see if I can put it louder. And this album, it gave me chills and smiling while I'm working downtown here in Montreal, getting chills and walking, and fucking how good they this is the best album since the comeback, by far. I think this is probably under top 3, top 4 best album. They have a song here, Over My Dead Body, that was one of the lead singles. The more I listen to it, the more I like it. And I think, and I fucking love it, with Matt Honeycutt, if I pronounce from Kubai
Khan.
Yeah, he's so from his vocals on here are insane, and that single I think is probably one of their best songs, top 5 best songs that Despised all time. I think so. What it's like everything you want from a Despised icon album. Clean vocals. To me, is always a special place for Despised, because for me that's perfection. Like what I need with loud music, to me, is perfection. It's everything I love about everything. So I like hardcore, but I don't listen to all the bands hardcore. I like metal. I don't listen to all metal, and I like all those type of black metal, but I don't listen to all black metal bands. So Despised for me has always been the best mix of them, the best drummer. They have the best riffs. To me, I think they're so underrated, but all the musicians on here are fucking extremely talented.
Their guitar work. It's their guitar work.
Play that shit. I can't believe they play that shit. And they have everything. They have 2 steps. They have the blast beats. They have the circle pit moments. They have the fucking everything. The blast beats that they do is fucking amazing. Breakdowns are amazing. I don't know what else to say. It's the best mix of what they can do now and what they did before. And it's almost a perfect album for me. The only thing that I don't like is In Memoriam. I think it's the middle of the album, and there's a little bit of like that sinister type of ambiance.
Love that. I actually love that.
I love that track.
I don't like it that much. I love that track, but it's not my favorite. But this is an easy 9.5 album for me. This probably gonna listen to it for the next 2-3 years. This shit.
Yeah.
Derek, you listen to it? Because Malenko's been busting balls all week.
No, I listened to it. I have to agree with Malenko. It's one of their best. Listen, these guys are pioneers. A lot of these deathcore, metalcore bands, they look to Despised Icon as being some of the first guys to ever popularize the genre. Blast Beats started almost with them. They inspired so many bands that are now really popping off in terms of like metalcore. Have praised Despised Icons as being like the godfathers of the deathcore movement, and I think there's been a lot of really good deathcore albums that came out this year. Whitechapel probably have the best album of the year. Signs of the Swarm have one. Lorna Shore are always really solid. But this one slides right in that in terms of being like that good. It's one of the best of the year. They keep, like Malenko said, they keep giving you what you know them for, but at the same time going back, and they just sprinkle a lot of new stuff. There's some beat changes in there. There's a song towards the end of the album that the whole, almost the end of it is just acoustic guitar layered with screaming vocals. That is hard. That shit hit so hard. It was insane. The Reaper track with the Tom Barber feature was solid. There's a French track on there that didn't feel out of place at all. It was
like
really, really good.
Punk, old school punk, hardcore, like fucking. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Do you know how much I can't wait to fucking run at people on Contrecoeur? I can't wait. Like I get chills talking about it. I feel like. Steven, if we go to that show, I think you're probably gonna see me in like in a full fucking out of body. You're gonna see like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is me? Like, you're gonna be like, who is this guy? I'm gonna make you all my glasses, all my shit, and I'm gonna go and run. No, I'm gonna come prepared. At metal shows, I come with nothing, contacts on and everything. But I just want to say, the other thing, like shadow work from the start. The Reaper, okay? Especially Death on an Artist, Corpse Pose, and The Apparition, chills. I get chills. Those fucking breakdowns and those transitions between songs are so flawless. Oh my god. And the technician, like The Apparition starts with the fucking technical, tack, 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 tack. Like the guitar, you can't believe they do shit like that. It's so technical. It's almost matte metal, bro. It's matte metal. They have black metal parts in here and there. The fucking lyricism is fucking off. Alex and his vocals are the best he ever did. Steven and his vocals are the best he ever fucking did. I'm sorry, but he's the best. He's the best big squirrel he never sang. And I heard a podcast with them saying about I think it's The Apparition that he finishes growling. Is it The Apparition? I think it's Over My Dead Body is at the very end. Alex told him, fuck the technique, just scream as loud as you can. And he finished the song and you hear him fucking growl of fucking anger. I'm sorry. Have you noticed that? If you guys go back and listen to the end of the song, oh my god, it's so fucking. He ends it like with a fucking. These guys are like mid-40s and they're doing music like this. They're the best they've never been. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're hungry. They're hungry on this.
I mean, yeah, no.
And I think for me, Despised Icon, it's one of those things of like, it's that meme of like, oh, who's the best metalcore band to do it right now? Is it Whitechapel? Is it Signs of the Swarm? Is it Lorna Shore? Is it this? And then Despised Icon just come out with this album. They're like, hold my glass.
Yeah. We've been
and they
there.
just remind everyone of like, hey, we might not release that much, but when we release, we just drop a nuke. And this one, listen, this year for this genre of metal, this year has been exceptionally great, and this is on very near the top of the list, if not at the very top of the list for the best in this genre this year, for sure.
Yeah, Reaper is just pure fucking anger too, man. And it starts in the fucking pig squirrel is fucking nasty. Fuck.
Malenko is swearing so much, he's probably gonna get us banned from YouTube.
I don't give a fuck, man. They need to listen to this shit. It's fucking good. It's so fucking.
We don't have advertisements anyway, so
yeah. I lose my English and all that fucking thing, bro. It's just too good.
So for all the hip hop fans and the people that have tuned in to hear us review about hip hop, please go listen to Despised Icon, because I've never seen Malenko this excited for an album.
But it's been I'm totally like West Side Gun. I'm totally biased with Despised. Like
Yeah.
that it was when they started. It was the MySpace era. I was a kid, and there was them, Suicide Silence, and Job for a Cowboy.
Job
That
for a
was,
Cowboy. Yeah.
and when I learned about that, and when I heard those, the first thing that broke my fucking head, it was the pig squeals. I couldn't believe, and a secret that I'm gonna say, when the pig squeal, when I sing the pig squeal, I just whistle. I go I just whistle the pig squeals because they're so fucking good and they're
Yeah.
so fucking clean.
Yep.
The best
And
ever.
there's a bit of there's a certain hip hop flair
Yes,
also
there
in terms
is.
of
There
the album,
is.
like so for those of you who haven't listened to Despised Icon, one of the singers is very much the harsher vocals, and the other one is borderline harsh but kind of clean at the same time, and he's got like a flow, like a speed to his delivery that's very hip hop rap ish. It's very inspired as well. He has a Chicago White Sox hat in all the videos. You could tell that there's love for hip hop in what he does and the way he presents his music. I think that's also really, really interesting to see that influence and that inspiration sort of bleed into different genres. I think that's a special showcase, but I think that's one of the strengths of this band, is that they're able to give you different flavors on every song while still giving you a very cohesive project, and nothing really like stands out for being overly different. Everything bleeds into one another, but they bring you different little spices in every song.
Everything. They have everything. So good. Oh my god.
Yep.
What's your score, Derek?
Oh, this is a 9.5 on 10. In terms as far as just overall albums, especially in this genre, it's for sure it's a 9.5. That's what I gave the other albums that I mentioned, like the Lorna Shore and the Whitechapel. I gave those 9.5s. This is right there with them. I can't give this any lower.
Same.
Derek, so this is something that you're happy that you listened to, because you hadn't listened to it.
So there's so much music that comes out, and I was properly sick last week. Like, so sick that I wanted to hear nothing, do nothing, speak nothing, and it was on my list. Like, I had already sort of like pre-saved it. And I knew I had to get to it, but I didn't want to listen to this sick, because I knew it would ruin my first experience of listening to something like this while I was just like having like 106 of fever. I didn't want to do that, so I waited to feel better to listen to this, and I was not disappointed.
And Malenko, you said 9.5 as well, right?
Easy 9.5. There's no discussion over here. No discussion.
I'm not going to give my score because I've been listening to too much Foo Fighters, and I need to go back and listen to this Despised Icon when I'm in the mood. But I did listen to the record a couple of times, and let me be honest, that was these guys know what they're doing. That's all I'm gonna say, is that these guys know what they do. And I literally sent this record. I sent it to Carl. I sent it to a bunch of other people. I literally sent it to people, just being like, listen to this. And there's a lot of people, believe it or not, a lot of people that do not know who Despised Icon is.
They don't not. It's so weird.
It's super weird. I would say probably more in the US, but a lot of people do not know who Despised Icon is. And you know what? A lot of the younger generation of people that I work with that listen to the same music that I would say probably more Derek listens to don't know who Despised Icon. So I'm super happy that people are getting to know who these guys are, even though they took like a big hiatus for a while. They deserve the respect, and they need to get that respect.
Dude, I bought the vinyl the day of. Can I just do a mention to Scorching Tomb? The band is as well. They just released a new album that I've been listening a lot. Ossuary, a little bit more on the brutal side, but still really good album. And from Montreal as well. Actually, the lead singer tattoos me. So what's up?
What's up?
Amazing. Speaking of more hardcore, speaking of more metal, speaking of more all that same genre, new releases coming out. We have Drain, new record. California hardcore. Drain is Your Friend, coming out this Friday. I've been waiting for this record for the last couple of months, and I haven't listened. Malenko, I pulled the U. I haven't listened to any of the
So nothing?
singles,
Yeah, that's
and
good.
I'm gonna press play when the record comes out, and I'm gonna just fucking ride with this shit. I also sent it to Lukey because Lukey's really into hardcore.
Oh, he knows it for sure.
He wasn't aware of the band, so I sent it to him, and he's gonna listen to it. Yeah, I sent
Okay.
him their first record, and yeah, I'm just gonna remind him on Friday when this record comes out, man, because these guys are. If you want to get fun hardcore, this is what it is right here. Derek, I'm gonna send it to you as well. Back into the hip hop world, we have Blue Azul and Good Food coming out with Blue Velvet. We have 067 Red with Red You Shoot My Porsche Window.
Damn.
Super great record. Listen to that album. And man, I'm feeling this record. This dude knows what he's doing, and he produced most of the project as well. He was actually supposed to open up at EVA, Malenko.
Oh,
Yeah, he was supposed to be the opener for EVA, but didn't get an opportunity to make it. I'm guessing with travel. And this is his first record, and it's interesting. It's a record that you press play and you want to get to know a lot more about the individual. So I'm super excited for people to hear it. I'm gonna send it to you, Malenko, when it's out. We got our good friend Words coming out with a new record, the third installment and the final installment to the trilogy with Ravencroft. He is into the Cletus Cassidy character on this one.
nice.
So this is going to be super interesting. And Danny Brown's new record, Stardust.
I'm fucking excited for that one.
I don't know what to expect. I didn't hear anything, but people have been talking about it. People that have been hearing the singles and stuff like that, and they say it's some of his best work since 30.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I can't wait.
So we'll see what that's going to bring to the table. Let's get into some hip hop reviews. We got 3. We're going to go through them super quickly because Malenko really basically took up the whole show with Despised Icon.
I wanted to review that album. I told you.
Man, I'm excited. Whatever that could put Montreal artists on the map, I'm all for it 110%. And let's just say, in terms of music, Montreal is really shining this year. So shouts out to all the Montreal artists. I think we need to get people more into all those artists. Despised Icon, Scorching Tomb, Slick Jack, Vincent Price, people that already know Nicholas Craven and all the artists he works with in Montreal, Mike Shab, all super important for where we come from. So if we could put those people onto the artists from Montreal, I'm super happy. Let's get into a duo album because I think 2025 has become the duo year. We had the Clips, we had Mobb Deep, we had Premier and Rock Marciano, and now we have Substance810 and Josiah the Gift. You're all welcome. I'm gonna shoot it to you guys right away, and I'm gonna say this is New York influenced throughout the whole project. It's a different light of what we usually hear Josiah and Substance810 on. This gives you a more boom bappy New York type vibe. They open up the album with Frank and Jimmy, which is a sample part from the movie King of New York, when Christopher Walken gets out of prison and gets to back where he connects with his people. Great way to start off the album. There's different production on this album. It's not all one producer. We have scratches by DJ Grasshopper on here. We have production from Cease Flemmy, 88 Blessed, The Great Jamil Honesty, J.R. Swift, and Trevor Long. Stuff on here that really stands out for me, probably the intro, the Frank and Jimmy intro with the classical piano and the dark loop. We have 03 Lottery Picks, which I think is the best song on here. 03 Lottery Picks being the NBA 03 draft pick with Carmelo Anthony. my favorite basketball player ever.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I had two Carmelo Anthony jerseys and a bunch of Carmelo Anthony t-shirts. And I went to see Carmelo Anthony play the two times that he was in Montreal. LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade. So that song is played onto there. And I think this is the best way you could describe this album with Josiah and Substance going back and forth on a track. Almost like a Styles P and Jadakiss moment on here. The elements on here is very, like I said, New York duo style. Not my favorite project from both of them, but I like that they both were able to link up and give us something different from their catalogs. They did an amazing job on Smugglers. Pay the price
This is my
because
favorite song.
pay the price, right? It's probably because of the dark synth style beat.
Yeah, the synth and the little guitar. I like that stuff.
Yeah,
Subway music.
yeah. They have a
Dark
brotherly
Subway.
competition on here, like a skillful level type that they do between each other, and it really stood out to me. Even one with Jamil Honesty on
Yeah, I
here,
like that track too.
they did a great job on here. Uh, and the Get Deleted, which is produced by 88 Blitz, another standout track on here. What more can you expect? They were really trying to go into that bag of, you know, they're both from the umbrella. They're both lyrical beasts. Their projects, individual projects, are always standout projects. And they just wanted to do a back and forth and have that brotherly love type of competition. And I think they did a good job with it.
Yeah.
Now, if there's the one thing on this record to me that lacks is the production. I think for me, the production on here isn't standout, even though there is producers on here that are standout that I like to listen to, like Jamil Honesty, J.R. Swift's, 88 Bless. Those are producers that I'm very familiar with. I just think that if they would have had one producer, the record would have been a lot better. And I think if Jamil Honesty would have completely produced this whole album, it would have stood out a lot more. Yes, the tracks blend into each other. Yes, it doesn't feel like, hey, it's not sequenced properly. There is that New York soundscape throughout the record, but I just wanted one producer. I think that would have made the biggest difference in the record. The thing that shines on this album is them as MCs. That's what stands out for me, is their lyrical ability and how they're able to, to have hooks on the track, how they're able to go back and forth with one another. Substance810 on here is amazing. Lyrically, he's amazing. He's the guy that literally stands out on here. Like, and I kind of feel like he's almost like the big brother on this record. You know what I mean? Josiah, great as always. And look, I enjoy the product. It's head nodding hip hop. It's boom bap hip hop. Malenko, thoughts?
You said pretty much. For me, is the production for me too. I think for me, it's just one frequency. The whole album is just one big frequency, and we don't get much timing changes. And I feel like, especially when I go through a lot of music and I go to a hip hop album like this one for a review, if you don't get that dynamic changes through beats or like a rhythm change or something, like we just spoke about, Despised is gonna do is metal, but they're gonna still do maybe 3-4 tempo changes in one song. So sometimes when I get one song that's all the same sequence in hip hop, it's okay. But then when you line them up and you have 5, 6, 7 songs all lined up and they're all pretty much have the same feel to it, it kind of is tough for me to keep always attention to that. I sometimes I just how do you say? I just
You lose like
I
the
lose the
flow.
interest. Yeah, I lose the flow of the album because the lyricists, yeah, they rap is lyrics first, so you have to listen, but sometimes just the beat is gonna keep you on the track. And that's what happened for me with this album. It was mostly just the same frequency the whole time. That's an issue.
Derek?
Yeah, the same for me. This was a tough listen. And y'all know how much I'm a Josiah the Gift fan. Love his projects. Yeah, for me this was really really tough to listen to. And to echo you guys, this album kind of felt like one long continuous kind of buzz.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. Yeah.
It just like at some point like it. If I would have had like 2, 3, 4 tracks that would have been like this, but smushed between stuff that was different, it would have been easier for me to go in and out. Rather, like when I started the album, and by the time I was more than halfway through, I had felt like I had listened to the same 20-minute song. And that for me, that was just it was just really hard. The production didn't stand out. I do think that DJ Grasshopper did his thing on the scratches. I enjoyed the scratches. I always enjoy scratches in hip hop. I do have to shout out Substance810. For me, he was in an album where everything kind of feels like a buzz and like a blur. I do appreciate someone that's able to bring a cadence and ride a beat, even if that beat isn't necessarily my style. And I do feel like Substance810 on this project was the one that was maybe a little bit more clinical in his cadence and his flow and his beat approach and the way he was rapping on that beat. He felt like he was on key. It felt like it was timed, and it was like his delivery was proper to the beat. Whereas Josiah took a more he took less of a linear approach to it. I felt like Josiah felt very freestyled, kind of like like when those artists do freestyles on those like Shade 45 and that kind of stuff. That's what this album kind of felt like from Josiah. Of like he knew what the beat was, and he sort of let Substance810 ride that beat and give you like those punchlines on cue and on time. And I felt like his approach to it was more of a freestyle approach to it, which is not something I'm used to hearing on an album per se. On a track every once in a while, sure, but on a full album, that was a little bit difficult. Not saying that what he was saying and the way he was going about it was I didn't enjoy. It felt more monotone to me. Like that whole freestyle, after a while, I was like, okay. Like it felt too much of a difference between the very well executed and timed approach that Substance810 had and the freestyle approach that Josiah had. To me, there was just too much of a clash. And then when you add the production on top of that, it didn't feel to me like... It kind of felt to me like those 3 people were not together when they made this project. Or it kind of felt like there was 3 different approaches to what this project should have been, and they got smushed into one. And for me, it didn't provide a cohesive piece of work. And I once again, I do need to say that like I'm a fan of both of these guys. I genuinely am. Just this didn't feel like a cohesive, and it didn't come together for me in the way that I would have wanted this to come together. Which is a shame because I genuinely wanted to enjoy this, but this one was just it was a tough listen for me for sure.
This is a project, and I get both of your points. This is a project that, like today when I was listening to it, it was on in the background, right? Like I was head nodding, and I was trying to get involved with the artists on here. And to your point, within the production, but like Josiah on here, like if he's gonna do the hook,
Yeah.
It's catchy. There was more of an energy feel to that approach with him. And yeah, like maybe my expectations for this record were very high because I'm a fan of both these guys. Like Josiah has one of like the top 10, maybe top 5 best albums of the year with Machacha and The Happening. So my expectant levels were very high. But again, I'm gonna say this, and this sometimes could be a problem with a record. Too many producers doesn't give you the feel, right? One producer on this would have made a whole big difference in the way we are consuming the album, the soundscape of the album, and how we're gonna, processing the album too. I'm telling you now, and I've been saying this for probably the last 3 years. These are guys that you add a Jamil Honesty, okay, and they're gonna give you probably one of the best albums of the year, because Jamil Honesty's production is just so 90s, 2000s influenced with today's music. And I've always said I want to hear all these guys over Rockefeller style beats or 2000 style beats, because they would annihilate that production. And I wish that was the approach that he would have taken with this album. This is I'm still gonna go back to it. I'm still gonna dig into this project, because it's not like, I'm a fan of both of them. So I'm gonna give my review first and foremost. I'm gonna go with a 7/10 on this one. Derek?
I'm not gonna give a rating on this. I'm gonna put the NA category in the non-applicable category. This was for me, this was a miss. And I'm not gonna review something. I'm not gonna give a score. I don't want to be a negative. I don't want to be a negative person. This just wasn't my project. It doesn't mean that other people are not gonna enjoy it, but at the same time, you know what? If I give it a score, I feel like that's putting it in a category of albums, and I feel like that's being too negative to those two artists, which I genuinely appreciate. And for me, I'll just consider this a love project that they did together. They had fun. They did their thing. They did it for themselves. It just wasn't for me. So it's one of those where it's gonna glance right off.
Malenko?
7 out of 10 for me.
Absolutely. Josiah the Gift and Substance810, you're all welcome. We move on to another duo album. But a very short duo album. And I'm trying to understand what people are trying to do with short albums, because 10 songs are good. That's the shortest I want my albums. Okay, but DJ Premier and Rock Marciano put out a record this year, and it was what, 7 songs, 8 songs?
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Okay, it was short as hell. Okay, before you're loving it, the album is ended. Before you could really get a flow for it, the album is done. And the album I'm talking about is the Reinvention with DJ Premier and Ransom. And when somebody in the world says, guys, you're going to get a Ransom project completely produced by DJ Premier for hip-hop fans in any category of hip-hop, whether it's from the 90s, the 2000s, or now, you get excited. Like, these two names together is fucking exciting. To me, this is more exciting than DJ Premier and Rock Marciano. Wrong or right, Malenko?
Yeah.
Wrong or right, Derek?
Right.
I agree. I think Ransom was one of the best to ever do it. So anytime he's on an album, I'm gonna listen. So yeah, looking forward to this.
So DJ Premier and Ransom, the Reinvention, at 7 songs, 1 skit,
6 songs.
18 minutes.
6 songs.
Yep.
It's 6 songs.
It's 6 songs. Look, I'm not gonna be a negative Nelly, because I'm always told that I'm the biggest negative Nelly in the world. When I heard Amazing Graces, I was like, what the fuck are these two dudes going to give us? Because Amazing Graces is an excellent song. Excellent. It's literally the sound of what we all love in hip hop.
Yeah.
Right? Like, just when the beat drops, it's complete head nodding boom bap.
And that's just DJ Premier that does, like, you can have give me 1,000 beats and I would have picked this one from DJ Premier. It's so DJ Premier, that beat. It's so fucking, yeah. This, you cannot get more like a guru type a beat.
Like, it reminds me so much of like a Moment of Truth album.
Yeah, it's so sick.
With the scratches and the dum dum dum, like it.
It's so sick.
It's classic DJ.
It's the best
Premier.
song. It's the best song on the album.
Yeah, with one of the I like Derek's face with one of the best lyricists of
Me,
the
I think it's the
last
best. Me, I think it's the best.
like
Maybe the best, yeah.
bro, like I don't know what else to say about Ransom. Like if we're really gonna remove DJ Premier from here, you could literally put Ransom with the noise of my Yeti and what my Yeti makes, and he'll just fucking be incredible. And I think this is the album where I find that he has a lot more instrumentations on his beats. Don't forget, he's worked with Nicholas Craven, V Don, Big Ghost, like, and Premier kind of gave him a lot more instrumentation to work with and way less darker, but more boom bap. And for the 6 songs that he gives me, I love it. But when I go to a wedding, okay, you give me like a main course with it, please. Right? I'm not going to give you a $250, $300 envelope for you inviting me to your wedding, and you literally fucking don't give me a main meal. Like
just good appetizers, just really good appetizers.
And listen, I'm a sucker for appetizers. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for
real good appetizers.
They just walk up to you and they're like, "Would you like this?" You're like, "Fuck yeah, I want to try this." And then you spot the ones that you like from far. Like, yeah, sure. But ultimately, like, if your appetizers are really good, then I'm really curious in terms of how good your main meal is going to be. You know, so to Steven's point, like the appetizers were all good. Then I'm like, oh yeah, let's get to the meat and potatoes. And then right where normally you get to the meat and potatoes, the album starts all over again. And you're like, no, you were so close to giving it, you know, like, for me, we were talking about short albums before. We also reviewed a Che Noir project this year, The Color Chocolate 2. Yeah. That was 8 songs, 24 minutes. And we said the exact same thing of like, this is a fantastic album. I gave this one of my highest ratings of the year. I love that project, but it was so short. Like you were doing so good. Like you could have easily put another 3 songs and it would have been absolutely perfect. It would have came around the 30-minute mark. Everyone would have been happy. But when you go to this Ransom project, 2 minutes and 36 seconds, 2 minutes and 10 seconds, the 50-second skit, 2 minutes and 48 seconds, 3 minutes 43, 3 minutes 10, and then 2 minutes 35. At least if all the songs would have been north of 3 minutes, it probably would have went better. I would have probably felt more satisfied by this album rather than like those songs at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Like, you know, it's tough, and it's not to say that there's not standout tracks on this. Like, there 100% is. You know, I'll get into it for me personally. I think the second half of this album is fucking flawless. Yeah. You know, I think Forgiveness, Survivor's Remorse, and Reinvention are 1, 2, and 3 the best songs on this album. I think Survivor's Remorse is the best song on the album. Absolutely love the storytelling on this. Just love the just straight up cold hard facts that he brings to this. He also brings it back in Reinvention. He mentions Survivor's Remorse in Reinvention, which is a song that follows it. That's absolutely fantastic. Forgiveness, the way he's talking to his mother about the stuff that he's been through is it's absolute. It's so good. It's so fantastic. And you know, like there's a song on there. He's vulnerable. He talks about his mother's dementia. Yeah, dementia. Listen, like whenever he gets into that, not that big boy talk, street kind of talk, but he gets into the wisdom aspect of his bag. I've been there. I've seen. I know where this goes. It's to me that's where Ransom is at his best. Whenever Ransom. Because we know he could go either way. You know he could give you the slick big boy talk about like the hard life, and you know he could provide you that just cold-blooded wisdom. And just the cover, having an Ouroboros on there, which is essentially like the restart. You end with the beginning, but it's the vicious circle of what like goes around comes around, and like the destruction and the reinvention that leads to the same destruction over and over again. Listen, this album could have 100% benefited by being close to 30 minutes long. I think all three of us would have absolutely loved it if that was the case. This was a great project nonetheless, but more would have been better for me in this situation for sure.
A hu- a hu- 110%. Like I said, it's like the end of the album, and I want more. It's like literally leaves us on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Amazing Grace is to me is the best song. I agree with Malenko 110% because that's my favorite Primo style beat. Cut from Above, really great track. Rap Radar and Ransom, I don't understand why he added that. I get it because they're talking about Chaos is My Lather, which brings it into the next song. But I didn't want to hear Elliot Wilson's annoying voice on here.
I knew it. You're gonna say something.
Okay.
Elliot Wilson.
I didn't even understand why that guy is still talking about hip hop. He completely fell off the map. Chaos is My Lather, great track. Forgiveness, Survivor's Remorse, and Reinvention is just the Ransom that we love. Just always, always, always being great at what he does. And then it's like, oh, thanks a lot. See you never again. And then they made a big deal out of this. They put out hoodies, they put out the vinyl, they put out the CD. Like there's merch, there's a whole rollout for it. It's just like for 6 songs, really? Like, come on. Like, I'm not gonna spend $90 on the CD for 18 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm an adult now. Can't start buying everything.
Yeah.
Right? Monica, what are your thoughts real quick on just the album? Because both fans...
I'm gonna say again, Ransom just second time or maybe third time that he gives me really underwhelming projects. And this is another one. Fucking underwhelming. I was disappointed. Not about the beats, not about the raps. It's just why so much potential, and this is what you gave me. It's like when he did the Conway Ransom. It's like you two guys, and this is what you gave me. I mean, they have all the resources. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't see the artistic vision that they have for this one. Such a big rollout. You have DJ Premier. He can actually reach out to any rapper you probably want for this. Why not put a Busta Rhyme Ransom? Just give me just a hook. I don't need just a chorus of Busta Rhyme. Just anything. And I'm just throwing a name. It wouldn't fit at all in this, but just give me something. Give me something. I would have loved Cormega on this.
Oh,
I would have loved fucking anybody, man. It's so short. It's like when you're waiting for a big fight in the UFC and the guys finish it in a round because he dominates the other guy, and you were waiting for something crazy. But all the respect to the fighter that finishes in a round because he's too good. But that's it.
yeah, but Ransom is very notorious.
He does all the time.
All the time.
He has a project called 7 with 7 songs.
Really good album, though, by the way. But
this
like
is
all
6 songs, and this is 6 fucking songs.
Yeah.
Dude, you give me a 40-minute, like, oh man, it's just 2 songs. Again, nothing makes sense to me. It's just underwhelming. No matter how the quality is, when you give me a small bit like that, when the fucking, I'm repeating what I just said, but 2 songs, you start with Amazing Grace, they're fucking good. A cut above, you give me a rap writer. It's not even a skit; it's a fucking snippet from a podcast, and then you go on the second song skit. Like why? But start with the skit and then put Carousel My Ladder and then put Amazing Grace and then like Why give me a fucking skit in the middle of the album? I just don't get it. Whatever. You want the notes? I'm ready to give my note.
Give your note.
To me, this is a 5 out of 10.
Derek?
I'll take it for what it is and not what I want it to be and not what I'm hoping it was. I'll give this an 8 because Ransom is probably one of the best to ever do it.
He's one of the best of this era.
And
one of the best. I just don't get it.
Yes. For what this is and the songs that I enjoy on this, yeah, it's an 8 on 10. And like, had he given more, this album would have been rated higher, but it is what it is.
Like, why? Like, he got the songs with the underground dudes. He got them all. He got the Rome Street featurings. He got all of that. Go get someone that we're not expecting from the 90s. Go with the DJ Premier. Do a song extra on here. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just a weird. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
You're Malenko. I think this is the first time in our lives that we're agreeing with each other. I'm with you on this 110%. Here's my score. It's gonna be a 6.5 out of 10. And the 6.5 is because I love these two and they lost an enormous amount of points just because I'm just like here, like, okay, cool. Thanks a lot. Never see you never again. It just really sucks as a listener.
And I'm gonna bump my note up to 6.5. I'll go with a 6.5. Okay, 5 is stuff. But the other thing is like, why? It's not like if these guys were dropping an album every 3 months, I wouldn't understand a 7 song. Or if you give me a second part coming through. But this is like a dude. You have like a one-shot deal, bro.
Yeah, you give me, and to your point, Malenko, if they bring out, like, let's say they say, oh, it's going to be a 2-part release. We're going to have the Reinvention 1 and the Resurrection, like, is going to be its part 2, and it's coming out like 2 weeks later. You're like,
Let's go.
So it's a 14-song project that's made to listen together. Or if they would have taken this out and they would have had like a deluxe version with 3 extra songs. Yeah. Oh, perfectly fine. But I'm looking at these 6 songs, and then I'm looking at the vinyl right now, and like the tan vinyl, which is like one of the limited edition ones, like the 3 limited edition, the red, the green, and the tan with the blood splatter, are $86 Canadian. $86 for 6 songs.
With no
I'm
shipping
sorry.
yet. No shipping.
I'm sorry. To me, that's a crime.
How much is a CD?
The CD is $22.
And the cover sucks. Let me tell you that the cover.
But they made hoodies out of it.
And the cover, I think it's a really bad. It's horrendous. I don't like that.
You know what? I think DJ Premier is really just trying to do songs with like more of that underground. I don't even like calling it underground, but underground style of guys. But dude, make albums with them. Like, you know, even though Ransom has been around for a while, like longer than Rock Marciano, so.
Like, the hoodies are $144.
No thanks.
Like that, listen. I'm all about supporting artists. But at some point, like, if you give me a 12-song project, we could rediscuss. But a 6-song project, yeah, it's a tough $86 to spend on a vinyl, to be honest.
All right, let's move forward to the main event of the evening. Mass Appeal's other release, because Mass Appeal is on is it 5 or 6 album release?
6,
or something like that. You know, they released the Raekwon, they released the Ghostface, they released the Slick Rick, they released the Mobb Deep, and now they've released the Big L, Harlem's Finest, Return of the King, with 16 tracks at 40 minutes. Okay.
The guy is dead and he did more music than fucking Ransom. Can you believe that shit? He has a longer album. He's diseased, bro. That's crazy to me.
That was amazing. Malenko, make sure you clip that and do me a whole bunch of It's amazing.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, you're absolutely right. You know what? Too bad. It is what it is. I agree with you. But I want to get into this record, and I don't want to spend too much time on it. Big L's been deceased since 1999.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking Christ. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it under control, fellas.
It's so bad, dude. It's true.
Oh, that was amazing. Big L has been deceased since 1999. We've heard numerous projects from him since 1999. DJ Premier being one of them, with the Big Picture that came out just after his passing. A couple of projects here and there of freestyles, lost verses, mixes here and there done by the DITC. And now our good friend Nas and Mass Appeal decide to put out another record for Big L. Let's be honest here, fellas. I am all for that. But I'm going to mention once again, Big L has been deceased since 1999. So we have not seen music from him, new recordings, since 1999. So everything that is out there is freestyles, unfinished verses, or verses that other producers or DJ has had from him that he's pre-recorded. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm always all for hearing new verses. Always. Big L being in my top 15 rappers of all time. Big L being a human being that wasn't even from Earth in terms of rapping. Okay, we spoke about Ransom before and how Ransom raps and how Ransom is lyrically amazing. Big L was lyrically on a different planet. I literally think that if Big L did not pass, Big L would probably go down as top 5, top 3 of all time, just in terms of how he was just able to wrap circles around everybody else. Nas said it, that he was afraid of Big L because of how great he was. Now, I'm going to say it again. I'm all for this. No problem. Okay? But there's so much that you could do with one verse. And I'm listening to a record here, which I enjoyed because it's always fresh and great and heartwarming to hear Big L.
Yeah.
Okay? And there is tracks on here. I've already heard these verses. Okay? Because they're freestyles. But guys, don't give me 1 minute songs of Big L. I get the reasoning behind it because there's nothing else to put together and you're taking one verses from here and trying to do something with it. But there's so much you could do with it. Just don't downgrade the man just like that. And I think, to me, it's a bit downgrading. You don't need to give me 16 songs with a bonus track. Okay? We don't need that. If you wanted to give me 10 songs, make it special, make it heartwarming, that's fine. I've heard the doo-wop freestyle. I've heard the Stretch and Bobbito freestyle. I love listening to it again because they're immaculate. The 7-minute freestyle with Jay-Z. Yeah. I could literally listen to that all day on loop. Okay?
Yeah.
It's just the stuff like the Forever track with Mac Miller. Not a fan. You Got a Chance with Nas? Really great track. The song with Method Man?
Oh.
The song with Method Man?
That's the best song. That's the only song I added to my thing.
It's amazing. Yeah. Phenomenal. And let's be honest, Method Man.
He's destroying everything.
In sight.
Method Man could have been on the DJ Premier album with Ransom. Like, why not bring a Method Man, dude? He has all the chops for it, dude. Fuck. But I feel the same about this album. But to me, it's weird calling it an album. To me, it feels like a playlist. I feel like
that's basically what it is, Malenko. It's a playlist. You just crack the code.
We heard those freestyles before.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna give this a note because to me it wasn't
I'm gonna give it a note. I want to give it a note. I want to hear what Derek has to say, but
Me,
I'm
it's
gonna give it
NA.
a note.
This is NA for me. NA for
Look.
me. I just I just didn't get into it, and with the story of Big L, but I love hearing him rap. I agree with you. You will probably be top 3 right now.
Yeah. And I'm literally looking into the camera like I'm a child that literally lost something, because it's actually the truth. Like, I have a bunch of these Big L CDs in my towers right here of like freestyles and all that stuff. I used to collect that stuff. I used to love when people used to remix his songs. I used to love when people would take like a 2000s beat or like a jazz sample or like a soul sample and put the Big L's voice on there. I loved that. I just find now it's just like we're kind of like stretching the elastic, and the elastic is breaking. Like the songs with Errol Holden, who is, by the way, a phenomenal rapper, amazing on here. But just let's not oversaturate the product. Let's not, like I said, stretch that elastic till the end. The first 3-4 tracks, 5 tracks, and then that's it, man. I just let's make him rest in peace, and now let's not do too much. I'm gonna go right away and give my note. It's a 6 on 10. Derek, I want to hear your thoughts, being the first time you listened to Big L.
Mm-hmm. So I need to say that I will not be giving a note for this, for the only reason that when Steven sent me this album, I need to say I had no idea who Big L was. Mm-hmm. Absolutely not. And then when I opened it on Spotify and I looked at his projects, and I saw that the last project he like did before this was like years and years ago. And then I read up on the biography and the fact that he passed away. I didn't felt like it was my place to review this. I felt like if I'm going to review this project, I need to know Big L, and I need to at least listen to a full album of just him doing his thing. And then I'd be able to review this album once I have a better understanding of who he was to hip hop and what he was known for. If I just take it for what this is, which gives me almost nothing of his, it gives me like lines here and there. And it's an album for me that whenever you look at it, it's all features, because like you've mentioned, he's no longer with us. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like it's fair for that to be the first introduction that I have to, as Steven put it, one of the best to do it. You know, some people it's among their favorites to ever do it. I don't feel like it was fair. I'm gonna have to listen to his projects, and I'm gonna have to go back to this.
Man, I'm telling you now, there's so much you could really unfold. And when you start doing your research and you start going back, Malenko is going to attest to this. Go back, you're going to go watch his freestyles. You're going to go watch his music videos. You're going to go listen to his album, Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous. You're going to go listen to the DJ Premier, because after he passed, DJ Premier put out a record. A bunch of things were already done. He took songs also from, I think, other projects, if I'm not mistaken. Man, wait till you hear the song The Heist with Fat Joe. Mm-hmm. Might be top 10 favorite hip-hop songs of all time for me. Okay? Dude, you're going to have a blast.
Beat is probably one of the best beats all time.
Man, the stuff he did with DITC, Digging in the Crates. I have the Digging in the Crates record right there. Right there. I'm looking at it. Okay? Like, phenomenal artist. I don't understand why they had to do this. Why? It's enjoyable, but why? Stop it. Okay?
I think they might just be playing on, and judging from the rest of the releases, I think they're just playing on that nostalgic factor, because the album is still getting streams. Like, the album got streams. Like, it's people are listening to it, but then again, who's listening to this? Is it people discovering him for the first time, or is it people who enjoyed his music from the past, and for them this hits the nostalgic factor? Yeah. So like, I feel like there's a very thin line with paying homage to a brother, paying homage to a friend, paying homage to an artist. But at the same time, like, when does that homage become clickbait? When does it become just a way for you to just get revenue? You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that that's what they did here, but I look at the streams, and the streams give them sort of give them a reason to do that. Like, you ain't got a chance has almost a million streams. You know, it sort of gives them a reason to keep doing this, but at what cost? You know, at what cost? And for me, that's where I find it a little bit more difficult. Which is why I wanted to do the honorable thing, and that was to actually listen to his project and listen to him before I dive into something like this. So
Yeah.
All for it there. All for it. Malika, you're not giving it a score, right?
No, I'm not giving it a score. It's not for me. I love Big L, but it's just I don't like post albums like that. I really don't like them.
I can't even pronounce the word. Postmortis.
I said it's post. So there you go. But yeah, it's okay. They put out this thing, but I wasn't expecting nothing much.
yeah.
Boys, that is the end of our fantastic evening. Look, I gotta say, I love spending a Wednesday evening with both of you talking music.
Yep.
For all the listeners out there, thank you for sticking with us. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please like and subscribe. Press that button. Go into the comments. Tell us what you think. If you're a hip-hop fan that just got into Despised Icon, then I think we did our job. If you're a Despised Icon fan that just got into hip-hop, then I think we did our job. We're just here to promote good music. We're putting Montreal on the map with all the artists from Montreal that are shining this year. To all the listeners, thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for listening. And boys, we'll see each other soon.
Yes.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Peace.